what kind of support should parents expect from their local church? I would never think of going to a parish, for instance, that didn't have a strong commitment to youth ministry, where they didn't have somebody they were paying to do this work. So I would expect every Catholic church in America has somebody on board who's aware of the kind of things we're talking about.
I would hope so, but I don't think that's the case.
Okay.
This seems to be something that we're kind of playing catch up on, and while a lot of youth ministers and a lot of parish staff know some of this stuff is out there, we know it's been a challenge. I don't know how helpful the response has been, or how big of a deal we've made about it, or anything. Yeah. I would hope that you'd be able to talk to a youth minister or somebody on staff at every parish that should have a grasp of the basics of the technology, at least, that'd be able to help you find the resources you need to learn about the devices that your kids have in their hands, that'd be able to give you some warning signs about things that are going on among the teens or kids in your own community, just based on their experience.
Yeah.
I know this isn't the case at every parish. I know not every parish even has a youth ministry program. So, if you don't, it's something that I would really talk to your pastor about, talk to your priest about, because the youth really do need to be a priority.
Absolutely.
And without the support of the parish, parents can't necessarily do as good of a job as they need to do to help their kids grow up to be virtuous and happy. And the kids don't have anywhere to go necessarily that'll show them that living a virtuous and happy life is not only possible, but they have the support to get there.
Right. I would just say too, as a father of 5, look, you got limited time with your children. You can't be in a parish waiting for them to change. Vote with your feet. Go somewhere where you're going to have pastoral ministry that supports your family culture. And if you don't expect that you're going to change things in your local parish necessarily, especially if you're getting resistance from pastoral authorities, go places where people are sensitive to these problems and are willing to work with you on it. I think Catholics have to be less passive. I think the laity have to accept co-responsibility for the church, and if it's not happening in your parish, be respectful, talk with your priest, but if you're not getting results in a matter of a few months, if people don't seem to be listening, vote with your feet, go somewhere where it's really happening. One thing we didn't talk about, and that is the resources that the church has by its very nature, the very constitution of the church. It has the sacraments.
Yes.
What role do the sacraments play in helping parents and young people deal with this problem in this area of temptation?
Well, I mean, the Eucharist is the source and summit of everything. And so frequent reception of the Eucharist is going to be essential, and providing the grace that you need to be able to deal with this issue well, whether you're a parent who's trying to help your kids, whether you're somebody who's struggling yourself, or whether you're one of the teens that's dealing with these issues. The grace that comes from that sacrament is huge. The sacrament of reconciliation, whenever you mess up, is amazingly helpful at not only restoring your relationship with the Lord, but giving you the specific grace you need to avoid that particular sins that you confess in the future. We've been given such a great gift by God, who knows that we're weak, who knows that we struggle, who knows that we need all the help we can get. He's really provided us with the means necessary to be victorious in this. Parents, the graces that come from the sacrament of matrimony that you receive are empowering you to do this. Take advantage of the grace of your marriage. Ask the Lord for the ability to access that grace, particularly in moments of difficulty when you're parenting your kids, moments when you're afraid, moments when you're afraid you're screwing up. That grace is there. The Lord is there with you, and He's actively helping you through all of these things too.
Don't be afraid.
Exactly.
Step out, pursue this, fear not. Because fear is what will keep you from being victorious in this area.
Exactly. Fear is the biggest tool the enemy uses in the whole thing.
Yeah.
Fear of talking about it, fear of finding things that are wrong, fear of handling it improperly. Fear is our enemy, and the Lord tells us to not be afraid.
Yeah. Fear, a bigger enemy than lust in this.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true.
Brad, thanks. Always good talking with you. I think this is going to be
welcome.
very helpful.
Thank you.